What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, you couldn't tell by the screen, talking about the Mariners. If you notice the depressing tone in my voice, well, that's because I am depressed. And this is going to be a tangent video, sort of. No, it will be. So, if you want to sit here and listen to me rant and share the same frustrations with me as well, then welcome. Because I feel like you know what I'm going to be talking about. And so, yeah, we're just going to talk about the Mariners being the Mariners. So, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with this video. All right, so, yeah, I was watching the game, and Julio tried. He tried. He really did. I mean, offenses hasn't scored in 16 innings, finally broke through, and, well, couldn't hold on to the lead. It was short-lived. Why? Because of Scott's service. So I'm going to, first off, just for the record, I'm going to take my L in my last video about Jerry Dipoto. I was wrong. Jerry Dipoto doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know why I fooled myself into thinking he did when we had a 10-game lead. When I realized that this season's 162 games, we weren't even halfway through the season when we had that lead. So, but it's very clear that Jerry Dipoto, Scott Service, and ownership, particularly John Stanton, don't know what they're doing. And basically, it's at this point, it's when does it end? When does Stanton step down? And I would assume that if Stanton steps down, that means Dipoto and Service goes. When does he realize that he has enough money? Why do you need to be greedy? All right, why? There is no point. You are a billionaire. It's literally a repeat. He's literally a repeat of Howard Lincoln. I actually did look into the history of the Mariners, considering I wasn't. I'm a somewhat recent Mariners fan, avid Mariners fan, I should say. You know, when I was younger, I'd never really watched the Mariners growing up, and I never knew the history. I never knew of how corrupt Howard Lincoln was as an owner. John Stanton is literally Howard Lincoln. I mean, he literally is. Howard Lincoln literally had the same. He literally had the same thinking that Dipoto has, in that the goal is not for the Mariners to win a World Series. It's to put the Mariners in position to win multiple World Series, which is pretty much the whole 54% thing that Dipoto was rambling about last year. And that's probably because of what Stanton's been telling him. He's literally, because it's like, just think about it. Stanton bought the team in 2016, hired Dipoto and Service, and has never looked back and has never switched. Even after only one playoff appearance in 8 years, he's never, ever decided, you know what, this is not working out. Let's get rid of these guys. Why? Because he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. And I'm sorry, I respect all of you Mariners fans for showing up to games and showing your support. You guys sell out the crowd a lot of times every year. But I'm sorry, you guys got to stop showing up, because this is the only way for this to end is if Stanton sells the team. And then the reason why he's still having the team is because he keeps getting what he wants. It's butts and seats. Why? I mean, we don't spend. And look at that, live on the board. Astros should add another run. It's unacceptable that he just thinks this is okay to let the front office get away with this, of letting us have arguably one of the worst offenses of all time. And Service, he doesn't know how to manage anymore. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think he really knew how to manage to begin with, to be honest. I need to look at how, I need to see how he did. Yeah, actually, no, he doesn't know how to manage. I mean, I take that back. He's a mid-manager. He's not that guy that's going to take you to where you want him to be. He can get you in contention for the playoffs, but that's it. He will not get you anywhere more. And when he was in the playoffs, he kind of lucked out. I mean, yeah, we did smack the Blue Jays in Game 1, but Game 2 we lucked out by to be fair, I can't take away a 9-game comeback, a 7-run comeback. I can't take that away. But still, he faced a true opponent in the Astros and got swept. Probably should have won Game 1, but decided to put in Robbie Ray for whatever reason, who threw 2 meatballs over the plate. And then ever since then, he hasn't really gotten us to that level. Last year, he's lost us a lot of games that we weren't supposed to. I remember last year we choked a 10-run lead against the Cubs. And then this year we choked a 7-run lead against the Royals. Poor managing by Scott. Poor pitching performances, obviously, but obviously poor bullpen management by Scott to get away with the win. Unacceptable that we lose games like that. And then games like this, where we put in pitchers that have not been doing well, like what are you doing by putting in Stanton? And I'm not mad at that he put in Stanton because he's been doing bad lately, which he has. I'm mad that he put him in because after he's still hurt. Stanton is still injured, and yet he still put him in, and then he gave up a 2-run homer. That's not okay. Scott's got to go for that, and that's just one of many games he's blown us this year. He's put in Austin Voth in multiple times, who has blown multiple games, and multiple leads over people like Saucedo, who's having a good year, Snyder, who's had a good time in limited plate appearances or a limited amount of appearances. And then Santos is just coming back, but he's still better than a lot of these other guys. Thornton is not that good, in my opinion. I feel like he's mid. He feel like he's hit or miss one game. One day he'll have a good game, and then one day he'll blow a lead. This is unacceptable. And not on top of that, we got to look at the offense. We are literally bottom 3 in every offensive stat that matters. We lead the league in strikeouts first off, so let's take a look at that. I don't want the strikeouts. Hello? I want most. There we go. We lead the league in strikeouts by a wide margin. Nobody. We are the only team with 1,000 plus. This is unacceptable, and we have the lowest batting average in the league. Guess who has the best? The Houston Astros. And they're whooping our butts right now. I had to refrain from using a swear word. I'm trying not to swear in these videos, but sometimes it's really hard not to, especially when you have to go through stuff like this. The Mariners fans, I know I'm new, and a new Mariners fan, and I haven't experienced the pain that you longtime Mariners fans have experienced. But I understand, but I am empathetic, and I know you guys, we don't deserve this. We don't deserve this. And we already got done with Howard Lincoln being a dictator and destroying our team, destroying that 2001 team mostly, and ruining 2 of the best players of all time's primes in Ken Griffey and Ichiro, and ruining Felix Hernandez. You're ruining Edgar Martinez. Some of the players that we've had, we've ruined. Buhner, we've ruined. Because ownership would not take the necessary steps to put us above everyone else. Sorry, voice crack. But this is unacceptable. We have the worst batting average in the league. We are bottom 3 in on-base percentage. We are bottom 3 in on-base percentage, bottom 3 in slugging, bottom 3 in ops. This is not okay. I don't understand why we can't continue to allow this. Like I said, Mariners fans, I respect you guys for being loyal and being respectful, but this is the one time where for the betterment of the future, you got to stop showing up to games, because this is the only way for Stanton to realize, oh crap, my way is not working anymore. They're not falling for it anymore. Now I got to sell the team. And then hopefully new ownership, whoever decides to buy it, isn't going to be like Stanton and be cheap and continue to have crappy GMs and crappy management running the team. What if Microsoft bought a partial stake in the ownership? What if they decided to take over the majority ownership? I mean, Microsoft is legit. I'd rather have Microsoft owning the team than John Stanton. I mean, Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft, he was the owner of the Seahawks, and he built a championship squad. So, I'm not saying Microsoft would do the same thing, but I feel like John Stanton, if it's not being John Stanton as owner, will give us a better shot of winning a division titles and potentially even going for a World Series appearance or win than John Stanton. It's just, we are not going to go anywhere until the trio is gone. We aren't. Until John Stanton sells the team, until Dipoto is gone, until Service is gone, we are just going to be a fringe, barely playoff team, lucky playoff team, and then missing the playoffs year in and year out, not winning the division because of ownership. This is literally a repeat of the 2002-2003 Mariners. They went through this exact same thing. They were leading the division heading into heading out of the All-Star break, going into August, and then lost it because they wouldn't go and get bats and wouldn't get help. It's literally the exact same scenario. Unacceptable. It's just the Mariners organization is one of the worst ran of all time in all of sports. And it's just unfortunate that we keep getting crappy owners that just don't care about winning and only care about money in their pockets. That's it. And it's just we're not going to go anywhere until these guys are gone. And so like I asked in the beginning, when does it end? Stanton, when do you step down? When do you realize enough is enough? When do you realize that you're being a greedy bastard and you realize, you know what? I have a lot of money and I'm 90. I'm about to be I'm old as hell. When do you realize that you don't need this anymore? Sell the team to someone who actually wants to compete, because Mariners fans are tired. Longtime Mariners fans are tired of this BS. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I've only known for this for a couple of years, and at least I got to see a playoff appearance. But longtime Mariners fans, they are tired. And just but as a whole, it doesn't matter how long you've been a Mariners fan, I guess. Mariners fans in general, we are tired, Stanton. Please, listen to us and sell the team, or at least fire these guys and get someone who knows how to win, because these guys don't. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking for a better performance from our front office, because Scott sucks now, and Dipoto doesn't know how to run a team. 8 years, one playoff appearance should show that. Even if it does break the drought, that doesn't matter. One playoff appearance in 8 years is abysmal. That's disgusting, and it shouldn't happen. And it shouldn't be if on any other team, by year 4 that regime is done probably, because it's 4 years, 5 years. You're not giving us anything. We didn't make the playoffs until 6 years after the regime was put into stone. Year after year, constantly being losing season after losing season. I mean, albeit in 2021 we did finish 90 and 72, but it's we have to realize that these guys aren't gonna get you where you want to be, and Stanton doesn't. It's two things. It's either Stanton doesn't realize that, or Stanton doesn't care, and it's 99% that Stanton just doesn't care, like I've been saying. So I've been going on this rant. Stanton, please. I also made this vote. I see one of you guys already voted. Who was the most responsible for this lackluster Mariners offense? I'm gonna refresh just to see if there's anything else, and it's still the same. It's Stanton, and it is Stanton. Stanton is the one that's responsible for letting these guys get away with doing what they're doing. Stanton is responsible for Dipoto for letting him get Jorge Polanco, who's batting 200, letting him get Garver, who's batting 172 on the season and hasn't been DFA'd. Whereas like Jose Abreu, they signed him, hasn't tried to send him down to the minors to try to fix his swing, brought him back up, wasn't working, and decided it wasn't working out. At least they got rid of him, and look at their offense since then. It's gotten better. Yes, we fired Brant Brown, and our offense somewhat got better after that. But it still doesn't change the fact that the players that we have just aren't good because we don't. It's either. I don't know what it is because Garver he was batting 272 last year. So like, how do you bat 100 points lower than that? I just don't get that. So I feel like it's not just the batting; it's got to be the hitting. Jarrett DeHart and whoever his assistant is, that they're just the director of hitting strategy isn't telling these guys, and the hitting coaches aren't telling these guys what to do correctly. And Service isn't somehow realizing that, and Dipoto somehow isn't realizing that, and Dipoto isn't getting guys that can help contribute to the offense. Luke Raley has fallen off. He's been the mid player this year. Rojas has fallen off, and that could be because the league has adjusted to them and they haven't adjusted back. It's simple. Like, for example, great players like Julio, they're gonna adjust no matter what. Cal, he's been heating up lately. They're going to adjust no matter what. But like some players, they need guidance. And when you just have trash hitting coaches, it's just not going to work out. I mean, look at other people who have gone to other teams that have been on the Mariners and are doing well. Teoscar Hernandez, Jared Kelenic, both batting in like 280. I think Teoscar's batting like damn near 300 if I'm not wrong. If I'm not like mixing that up. And I know Kelenic is batting like 270. I saw Santana was batting for above average, like 250, 260 on the Twins. And we didn't re-sign him. It's like, I don't understand. When enough is enough. That is all. Like, that's it. So I think I've ranted a lot this video and just put a hat on the hat a lot, but it's just I'm sharing a lot of the same frustrations that you guys are, and it's just I want these guys to just stop torturing the fans and putting the fans through this, because the fans, like, this organization has been through enough. 5 playoff appearances in 47 years of existence. Like, how can you not look at that and be like, you know what? No money. Let's get this team into championship contention. And it's the same things. Owner to owner to owner, it's the same thing. Just wanting money, that's it. So, Stanton, you're probably never gonna, and Dipoto and Service, you guys are probably never gonna see this video. But if you do, just know you guys are the reason why you guys are the reason why we are how we are right now. And we will not, and we want you to sell the team, and we don't like you. We do not like you. Like, obviously I can't speak for all Mariners fans, but a majority of us do not like you because of what you've done to this team. So, please, sell the team, and just get on with your life, man. You are set. The kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids' kids are set. Please, sell the team. So, that's all I got to say. That's all I have for this video. If you like this rant, if you like Mariners, and just like Seattle sports in general, make sure to like, share, subscribe for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.